there are four main parts of the parabola: the roots, the vertex, the axis of symmetry, and the y-intercept. So we're going to work out problems for each one. First, we're going to work out problems for the roots. The roots are just the x-intercepts of the function. Alright, so we're going to work through this problem, y equals x squared minus 4. So this is what it's going to look like on the graph. So what we're trying to solve for is the roots, x-intercepts. And the x-intercepts is the point of a parabola where it crosses through the x-axis. This right here is the x-axis. So if we're just looking at the parabola in general, we notice a couple things. One, that it does cross through a perfect point in the x-axis. And right here you can see it goes through right over here on the positive side, right over here on the negative side. And I mean, if you count, you can see this. -2 right here. So it's -2, comma 0. And right here it crosses through at 2, comma 0. So in this specific parabola, you can see that there are two roots. Some parabolas may have 1 or sometimes even 0. So the vertex of a parabola is simply the maximum or minimum point of the actual parabola. So here we have two functions, y equals x squared, which is this one right here, and y equals negative x squared, which is this one right here. So this parabola opens up, as you can see, and then this one opens downwards. So when a parabola opens upwards, it always has a minimum point because the top keeps going. And when it opens down, it always has a maximum point. So right here you can see for both of these, they both have a minimum and maximum of 0, 0. But let's say for another problem, maybe the function y equals, I don't know, x squared plus 2. So this parabola opens up, and the equation y equals x squared basically shows a transformation of up to 2. Transformations are a different topic, we're not going to cover that right now. So this parabola has been moved from the origin of 0, 0 up above. And since this parabola opens up, it has a minimum. And right here, the minimum you can see is a nice number. You go up to, right, 0. So it's just 0, comma 2. Right there. And that is also the y-intercept, in fact. So this parabola has a minimum value, so the vertex is 0, comma 2.
Next, we're going to talk about the axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry basically just cuts the parabola in half. So, for example, for the equation y equals x squared, which is the parent function, it would just be like this. And since the axis of symmetry is the thing that cuts the parabola in half, the thing that cuts the parabola in half will be right here, and the equation of this line right here is x equals 0. Okay, the last thing that we're going to talk about is the y-intercept. The y-intercept is the part of the parabola that intersects to the y-axis of the graph. And this is the y-axis. So the function that we're going to use is y equals x squared minus 4. And the y-intercept, as you see, is right here. This point is going to be 0, comma, -4. Because it intersects right here at -4.